This does seem to get us in the vicinity of things like what are our moral responsibilities to people who are at the bottom of the ladder. So the way meaning is associated with helping people who have no, feel as if they have no communal resources whatsoever.
I mean, there are two kinds. We're doing a series of experiments now all over the world, and it might seem that these experiments have no obvious connection to forcing, but in fact we're just having people. The key point of the experiment is simplicity. The people are merely making lottery choices, lots of them, and they're playing out the lotteries. Right? Make a choice between this lottery and that lottery. They do 40 or 60 of them, and then we pay them.
Choose between two different lotteries.
Yeah.
And there's something about the lottery that's different.
Yeah. So well, we cover the so-called Marshak-Machina triangle to make. So it allows us to estimate the curvature of their utility function. The interesting point is this: there's two societies. We've done these lottery choices. And we're not doing them for this reason. We've got other reasons why we do them, but we've done these lottery choices in Ethiopia, in East Timor.
These hypothetical lotteries?
No, we barely pay them. In lots, actually. We pay them well. Yeah. So they're very salient prices. We've done them in India and East Timor and Uganda and Ethiopia and Ghana and of course in America. We've done a third of the adult population of Denmark. There's two societies, South Africa, and not South African middle-class people, South African poor people, and Guatemala, where people will systematically, particularly women, and we didn't know, it was only the last experiment we realized it's being driven by the women, they will systematically choose smaller prizes over larger ones. Right? We could write a paper called South African Poor Women Don't Like Money. Right? Now, the reason seems to be, and we're busy trying to tease the...
Pardon me, just to understand, are these lotteries have the same total payoff, but just a lot of small prizes versus a few big ones? Or is the total payoff different in the two lotteries?
The expected payoff, so they choose many lotteries, and we vary the relationships between the lotteries. Generally speaking, the so-called B lot, we have an A series and a B series, and in general, the B series have higher variance in the prizes, so they're riskier. But sometimes the B lotteries have higher expected values than the A lotteries, and partly as a test to make sure that people understand what they're doing. We always make sure we give them at least one choice, where the B lottery is both less risky and has a higher payoff. So if you choose the A lottery in that case, you're choosing less money over more, right? You're preferring a smaller prize. Only in South, and we use it as a test just to make sure that the people understand what they're doing. Only in South Africa and Guatemala do people choose that, do substantial numbers of people, and it's mostly women, choose that A prize. In the totally dominated case, in the case where the B lottery is less risky and has a higher payoff. And what it seems to be about is such terror of other people. Right? They don't want money. They'd rather have less money because they're very, very scared.
They are afraid that if they have the money, they will be beaten up.
No, I think it's more existential. I mean, that's part of it.
I mean, that's part of it. I don't understand that link.
That's part of it. So, I mean, yes, they're afraid that they'll actually be mugged. They're also afraid of that lots of social pressure. They'll attract the attention of other people.
Not wanting to stand.
And they don't want the attention of other people because most other people in their environment are dangerous. And also, we're now doing a series of experiments in which people play games that have mixed strategy equilibria, and they're playing another set of games that have a pure strategy equilibrium, and the expected payoff is higher in the pure strategy case, and they get to choose which game to play. So now we're interested to see, because we also have this hypothesis that if you're terrified enough of your social environment, you might actually project you might start thinking of the environment, the universe itself as malignant, and you might actually play mixed strategies against nature, like you want to hide your utility function, right? You don't want, if you think nature is actually, and bear in mind, in sub-Saharan Africa, many people don't believe there are such things as chance events. They'll get quite angry if you tell them, right, that a rolling of a dice or a flipping of a coin is a chance event, right?
So what do they think?
Witchcraft.
They think their ancestors control everything. They think their ancestors control stuff. So,
Is there a sense when they want less money, is there any part of it which is that they don't deserve that money or they shouldn't have it? Or is it really just fear?
That's a good, yeah, we haven't looked, that's a good idea. We haven't looked at, economists aren't very good at finding subjective latent states, right? It's not our thing, really. So we haven't looked at that. So I can't comment. We certainly do ask them questions about their levels of trust in others, right? And the South African and Guatemalan women go off the charts on those objective distress questions.
So what I'm sort of saying is that if the social milieu is so terrifying to some that this thing that I sort of take for granted that we all want to matter, exactly inverse is you don't want to matter. You just want to disappear.
Yeah. Yeah.